All right, this is Calming Yoga. I'm Amanda, and today we're gonna start in a seated position, and you can sit with your legs straight out. You can sit with your legs crisscross, however you would like, but we're just gonna take a minute here and breathe. But I also wanna tell you, we're gonna be on our knees for an extended period of time. So if you would like to get a towel, my cat stole my towel that I had for my knees. Or you can roll up your mat a little bit and you can place your knees on top of your mat that's rolled. So, okay, so we're gonna sit up nice and tall, tucking the chin slightly towards the chest. And close the eyes. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. And just feel your body move as you breathe. Notice the belly, maybe moving more than the chest. Letting go of your day this far. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Allowing yourself to be in the present moment. Breathing any way that feels naturally, not forcing it. Slow, steady breaths. Right, taking a deep breath in through the nose, letting that belly extend. Take a big exhale out the nose, let the belly shrink. You can flutter open the eyes. From here, we're gonna do some neck circles. So we're just gonna pretend you're drawing a circle with your nose. A nice full circle, no pain. And switching directions. Pausing at the center. From here, we're going to come onto all fours. So onto the hands and the knees. Wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And we're going to take some cat-cows from here. So lowering the belly towards the ground, looking up. Exhaling, rounding the upper back, looking down. Inhaling, tailbone up, head up. Exhale, coming into cat, rounding that upper back toward the sky, pressing the palms away from the earth. Inhaling, coming into cow. One more of each. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And from here, sitting the bottom back into child's pose, walking the arms forward, spread the fingertips wide, bring the head down. It doesn't have to touch the ground, but just lowering the head down to where it feels comfortable. Coming back onto all fours. From here, we're going to walk the hands towards your body, rise up on the knees, Interlace the fingers behind your back. Drive the knuckles down toward the ground. Shoulders are back and down. And squeezing the shoulder blades together to open up the chest. Good. Releasing the fingers, coming back onto all fours. From here, following the right palm all the way up toward the sky. And then threading the arm under your torso, resting on the right shoulder. And then leaving the left arm where it's at, or you can walk it forward. Tailbones all the way up in the air. Good. From here, propping your right and left hand back under the shoulders. We're going to do the opposite side. So follow the left palm all the way up to the sky. Thread the arm underneath the torso, resting on the shoulder, resting your cheek on the ground, keeping your right arm where it's at or walking it forward. Booties up in the air. From here, walk the arm back under your shoulder, prop yourself back up onto all fours. And this time we're gonna bring the big toes together, widen just a little bit through the knees. Maybe your knees are torso width apart. And we're just gonna sit back and do a child's pose. And then from here, bringing the palms together and then bringing your wrists toward the back of your neck. So we're sitting a little deeper into our child's pose. We're also stretching out the triceps or the backs of the upper arms. And feel yourself press those palms together. Be mindful of every move. Good. Go ahead and release the hands. Come back onto all fours. And from here, we're going to sit back in a child's pose and then come up to all fours, taking the body down into a cobra. So now we're pressing through the hands, lifting up the chest to however far feels comfortable for you. And then on the exhale, sitting back in the child's pose and coming back into a cobra. So lifting the chest. Good. Exhale, child's pose. Back into cobra. One more time of each. Lifting that chest. And one more child's pose. We're stretching out that low back really good today. All right, coming back down, all the way on the belly. So from here, you can bring your hands together. You can rest your forehead on the tops of your hands if you want. But we're gonna kick your right heel back towards your booty. And we're gonna reach around with the right hand and grab the top of the foot, grab the toes, and then just pull the heel into your bottom, feeling for that nice quadricep stretch. So again, resting that forehead down. And then feel for your belly pressing into the ground as you breathe. Good. Go ahead and release the foot. Bring your left heel back towards your glutes. Reach around with your left hand, grab the top of the foot, and pull the heel in toward the bottom. If you have a hard time grabbing your foot, then feel free to just squeeze it towards your bottom. You don't actually have to touch it. From here, go ahead and release. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. Prop yourself up on all fours. And then from here, tucking the toes down onto the ground. Lift the hips up toward the sky, downward dog. So pedal out those feet, one heel up, one heel down. Relax that head in between the arms. Let the spine decompress. From here, extending the right leg back behind you, heel up, toe down, and then bring the right foot beside your right wrist. So that back knee is up, wrists are under the shoulders. We're gonna bring that back knee down to the ground, release the top of the foot. And from here, you can kind of let your knee fall to the side in a deep inner thigh stretch here, lizard pose. So you can hang here, or if your body allows you, you can come down to your forearms and really deepen the stretch. Taking a couple breaths here. If you're down on your forearms, you can prop yourself back up. Tuck the back toe, lift that back knee, and then from here, we're going to frame the foot with our hands. So now we've centered everything. The back foot is forward, hips are forward, and we're gonna take a big step forward with the back foot. So both feet are forward, hips are forward again. If your knees need to be bent, that's okay. We're in pyramid pose. So maybe pyramid pose for you looks like this. And then maybe you're holding on to something. That is okay. So feel it out. Release the head down. Everything is stacked. Good. From here, bringing your back foot forward to meet your other foot. Step back into a plank. Exhale, those hips right up to the sky, downward dog. Extend that left leg back behind you. Heel up, toe down, three-legged dog. And then step your left foot beside your left wrist. Bringing that back knee to the floor, untucking the foot. Letting that knee fall off to the side as far as feels comfortable, and either hanging here or bringing it down to the forearms and letting that knee just fall out to the side. Lizard pose. If your wrists are starting to hurt you with this pressure, you can make a fist. It's always a modification you can use anytime. Yoga gives the wrist a good run for their money. And then from here, framing the foot with the hands, so bringing everything back to the center. We're gonna tuck that back toe, lift that back knee. And from here, we're going to step back into a plank. Exhale, downward dog. Take a few breaths here. Press those heels into the floor and get that calf stretch. And then gently bring your knees down to the floor and have a seat on your bottom. We're going to straddle the legs. Reach up with both arms. Exhale, reach toward one toe. And pretend there's like a beach ball here by your belly. So we're not collapsing through here, that we're keeping our core strong even as we stretch. Very nice. Come back to the center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach for the opposite toe. Take a few breaths here. Try to keep those hips and that bottom glued to the floor. Good. Coming back to the center. One more time. Bring the arms up. Exhale. Bring it forward. So instead of having that rounded back, try to keep the chest lifted, back's nice and straight. As you take a couple breaths, remember what was good today. Go ahead and walk the arms back. From here, we're going to come onto all fours one more time. And then this time we'll bring the right knee toward the right wrist. Slide your back leg all the way to it feels comfortable. Let me turn my body so it's a better angle. So we're in pigeon pose. So if this hurts your knee, you can always lie down on the floor and cross the legs like this. So do what feels best for you. And you can stay lifted here, or you can walk the arms forward into a sleeping swan pose. Giving those hips a good stretch. They hold a lot of stress, just like our shoulders and our neck and our low back. Go ahead and prop yourself back up. We're gonna do the opposite leg, so back on all fours. This time we'll take the left knee toward the left wrist, slide the right leg on back, and staying lifted through the chest is a choice, or walking it forward. You can also stack both fists on top of one another and rest your forehead on top of the fist. The more you roll toward the midline of your body, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. From here, swinging your back leg around to the front. We're gonna bring both knees up, feet on the floor. Give the knees a hug. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knees toward the nose. And then from here, releasing it all down to the ground. Finding your version of Shavasana, corpse pose, where we take our few minutes here of stillness. So taking up as much space as you would like, maybe letting the feet fall out to the sides, palms up. Maybe that's uncomfortable, maybe you want to leave your knees up and resting on one another. Whatever feels good for you today, try it out. Closing the eyes. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Letting that belly move. So no restriction. Relaxing that space between your eyebrows, relaxing the jaw. Letting your body be heavy into the ground, actually feeling it press into the ground. And whatever obstacles you're facing right now, just imagine that a weight is being lifted off your body, being lifted off your mind. And just breathe. Be patient and trust that everything will be okay. Take a breath in through the nose. Take a breath out the nose. Take another breath in through the nose. Let the belly rise. Exhale out the nose. Let the belly fall. Breathe normally. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. bend each knee. Bring both knees in toward the chest, holding the shins, rock the body side to side. Whenever you're ready, rock your body off to your favorite side and pause. Okay, come to a seated position. Or you can turn me off and keep laying there. Just take one more breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Be grateful for yourself for doing this practice today. And namaste. I bow to you, you bow to me. Have a great night.